So, okay, he has selected Alisson Ego, he has selected Adrian, and he has selected Coleman Keller, the youngster, who is also good, by the way. But like I'm saying, with Adrian, I feel like at a certain moment we are gonna have the carrier situation with the Liverpool fans. Remember in 2017 we went all gun blazings on carriers, but if you look at how carriers performed for the club in terms of the stats and look at what Adrian has done, you would 100% go 100% for carriers over Adrian, but I'm not gonna cover that. I'm not really because I'm crazy havoc, but I trust the man. At the same time, I hope that Klopp listen to his people or the people who are talking about him going after Butland, because I feel like Butland is actually a better keeper or a better second goalkeeper for Liverpool rather than Adrian after the 7-2 defeat and other the Champions League defeat against Atletico Madrid. There are a lot of things that we can talk about this man. He has done a lot of errors that led to goals that we don't want to talk about, which can actually give a lot of people high blood pressure here. I'm just talking. So, let's move on. Defenders. He has selected Trent Alexander-Arnold. No, what is the word? No questioning him on there. Virgil van Dijk, yes, you can't disagree. He has to be there. Joe Matip. Joe Matip with his injury record, you might worry, but I believe he'll be back and he'll be okay. Andy Robertson, of course, and Konstantino Tsimikas. Konstantinos Tsimikas. I think I've got it right now because he's our player now. He never walks alone. Yeah, so I now got it. So with these defenders, I don't really complain a lot about it, but I felt like maybe, just maybe, should have included the player or the youngster. What is his name? Nico Williams. I don't know. Maybe he's included or somewhere else or somehow, but I felt like he deserved to at least to be there in the team. Nico Williams is one of the best we have heard. So if he's not there, I don't know. Maybe Klopp has his own reasons, but maybe we'll find. Maybe he'll be added on as we go on. Remember, there's some time where they're gonna have to add some new squad members and stuff. Especially if imagine if Trent Alexander-Arnold picks up a knock, that would be so questionable. Is he gonna be using Fabinho at the left back? Because we all know that Fabinho has played in that position. So we have to wait and see on that. I'm not really sure, but I hope that you will add him somewhere somehow. That's my pick on the issue. So let's move on to the midfielder. Of course, Fabinho. He has proven that he's one of the biggest midfielders we have in Liverpool. Naby Keita, so good. I don't really know people who talk about Naby Keita trying to put him down. I know he has had a set of injuries, but I believe that he is a good player, and with time he's gonna show you that he's really one of the best players we have there. Let me give you an example of some players who took time to actually be in the team, but when they got it so perfectly well. Example, we can talk about players like Jordan Anderson, like Anderson, for example. A lot of times people were talking that he doesn't deserve to be our captain. What many years they were talking, but this past 3 or 2 seasons, he has become one of the favorite of the Liverpool players or supporters. At the same time, even Naib Keita, if we don't like to talk about it, but he has done so well. So I don't think we need to be attacking our players for this, because I feel like they have provided us with some of the best moments that they deserve to be where they are. And Naby Keita wearing Gerrard's jersey, you definitely deserve to be in this team, of course. And of course, none other than our captain. If our captain was not going to be in this squad, I would have went crazy on Klopp, but of course he's there. Jordan Anderson has become one of the pillars. He has always been a pillar for our team. He is a fighter. He has fought for us in many occasions that we don't even want to talk about. He's always there. He can play to any position just to represent the team, and you make it count for the team. Even if he's not supposed to be in that position, he has done it. I remember some point when we were at the Club World Cup, when we were playing against Flamengo, Virgil van Dijk was injured in that game. He played at Virgil van Dijk's role. That's what it means to be a Liverpool captain, and That's how it takes for him. So you understand, he counts a lot. That's what I believe. He counts a lot to be where he is. So you might say whatever you say, but he is one of the biggest players we have at Liverpool, and you have to agree with us if you are a Liverpool fan. So let me move on to other players. We have Jorginho Ronaldo. We can't talk about this. This man is one of the most hardworking players in our club. He has done some crazy things that people didn't even expect him to do. Example, if you want some notable examples, let me remind you, the Barcelona game in Liverpool. You know it. You don't want to talk about it. You know it. He's one of the reasons why we won the Champions League that season. At the same time, Sheffield, he scored some amazing goals. You remember the Sheffield game, the first game we played against them, when it was actually hard, he scored the only goal that counted. So he is really important to us. James Milner. People might talk that is old or what, but this man, if I will ever talk about any reliable players in the club, you have to start with him. A loyal player or a loyal person to the club. He can play any position. He can fight for the club no matter what it takes. He can do anything for us. So you can never take anything from James Milner counts a lot. And Thiago Alcantara. So, okay, I'm not really a good singer, but we all definitely know what this man is going to bring into our club. Like I was telling you, you shouldn't miss the video that is going to come after this, that I'll be talking about Jurgen Klopp. I'm going to talk about Thiago Alcantara in the Klopp's new plans and what is going to happen as we move on. Thiago, for Barcelona, he is one of the best players. He is going to bring a lot to the club. I know you have to wait and see. He's gonna be one of the most important players. I don't want to talk about him a lot because he's gonna do a lot. I'm gonna talk about him when I'm talking about the next video. So I don't want to take a lot of points that I have for him to that video, but expect a lot from him, guys. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Whenever I think of Oxlade-Chamberlain and Champions League, I remember the game when we played Manchester City at Anfield, when we beat them by 3-0. He scored one cracker goal that he scored from afar, which was a grounder, and Edison couldn't do anything about it, and it went to a low corner, and you remember those moments. He scored it as well when we beat them 4-3 at Anfield in 2017, when it was still the Citizens, the Centurions, if I might say. So he is very important for the club. He will show you why. I know that injuries have not been given him justice, but he's one of the players who deserve to be where he is right now, and I know he will do when he comes back. He will always be loyal in this midfield. You know, one thing that I have to say about the Liverpool midfielders, there are some loyal players who deserve respect for what they've done for the club, and they have done us proud in many occasions. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, guys. It's gonna be really interesting. We move on to Xherdan Shaqiri. So with Shaqiri, if I'm gonna give some interesting moments that I have of Shaqiri, I have to go back to the Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield when it was 1-1, when he was introduced by Klopp, and he scored 2 crazy goals which had deflection to De Gea. So each and every players will have some interesting, history about them, and they can do us proud. For the fact, to 100% little effect, I didn't expect him to be in the team, but because I thought maybe a Curtis Jones was gonna be in there, but even though he is in, we cannot deny there's a reason why Klopp put him in, and we have to see what happens. And I trust my manager. Like I always say, I trust my manager. Harvey Elliott, the youngster, is proving to be one of the most. He's coming there. Trust me, he's coming there. He's so good with the ball, and I think he's turning 18 this time, and I think he's going to have an amazing career at Liverpool, which is one of the most transfers that I was really happy when Klopp did him. The youngster is going to be so important for the club. You just wait and see. Like I said, I'm really surprised that I'm not seeing Curtis Jones in that team. I expected him to be there, but like I'm always gonna say, Klopp has his reasons. There's a reason why he didn't put him. Maybe he'll be added on as time moves on, but Like I say, it's really surprising that is not there. There are a lot of midfielders in the Liverpool squad, which makes it actually hard for people, all the people, to be there. So let's wait and see what happens. I trust my manager. Now we are moving on to the forwards. Sadio Mane, which I'm hoping has recovered from COVID-19 now. He is one of the most important players for Liverpool. You don't even know how you can actually say anything about him. He's really, really important. We need him there. Mohamed Salah, with these two, you can never say anything. They are the two Mr. Liverpool. They have fought for the club. They have done amazingly. If I talk of Salah with Liverpool in the Champions League, I always have to go back to the 2017-2018 season where Salah was on fire, was unplayable, where he did crazy things. But even though people might say his form has went down, he is still one of the biggest players we have there. Moving on to Divock Origi. Now that is a legend that we are talking about. Divock Origi, he has scored some most amazing and important goals for Liverpool, especially in the Champions League. Those two goals against Barcelona, especially the last one where Trent did an amazing job. This club, there's a lot of history that we can talk about. We can go crazy about. I can never stop when we start talking about Liverpool, because I know what it means to me and what they've done for me. Roberto Firmino. Oh, I'm jumping. Taki. Taku Minamino. So a lot of people have been talking about Taki, saying that we don't really understand what he offers to the club. But trust me, you haven't seen it all from Turkey. It takes time for him to actually fit to the system, but the club is waking him up, and I know when he just does fit to the system, he's gonna shock the world. Trust me, he's gonna shock the world. Klopp, Pep, and the boys in their managerial positions, they're gonna do amazing stuff. Trust me, you will see. Roberto Firmino, I can never say anything. The front three of Liverpool has been the most iconic or the most amazing to watch front three in the recent years, and you can never take it away from Salah, Mane, and Roberto Firmino. They've done us proud in many occasions, and you have to respect them and actually love them because of what they've done. So don't miss it, guys. It's gonna be interesting. And none but not least, the new addition to our front team is none other than Diego Jota. I was watching him yesterday against Spain. It was an interesting international game. He came late though. Diego Jota is still being worked to be in the team, but trust me, you haven't seen anything from this man. He scored against Arsenal, showing that he's actually marking himself that he's gonna do crazy things for this club. So this is the team that Liverpool has chosen, guys. We need to trust our big man for this selection, and we are going to expect, of course, the best from him. So I want to hear from you. What did you expect from the squad of Liverpool and all that have been added on? What can you say about it? Put it in the comment section below, and please don't forget to click the subscribe button. It's really important to us at the Football Connect. Click the subscribe button, like the video, and always, share it with all the people on your social media so that we get to be known all over the world. So